Cheers. Hello, everybody who's come to join, or whenever you might come to join, or if you don't, well, it'll just be me here on my own, which is fine. And this is a slightly surprising Katie's Arms, because Katie's Arms, the online pub, is usually open on a Friday, tomorrow. But tomorrow I will be on my little feet entertaining a room somewhere. So I need to be with you this evening. Hello everybody. You guys are so good. Hi, it's very nice of you to come and join. Yes, we don't know what this is about. I got hold of one of those things, I don't know quite what they are, but they turn your hair. I didn't really know how to use them. I think possibly you're supposed to turn it a certain way, but I ended up looking like this. I'm not sure what was going on. And you ought to know, hello, look at you all. Hello, my loves. Hello, Jackie. Hello, Sharon. Evening. Evening. Very formal. Evening. Used to be in the police force. Evening. And I'm also, whilst I'm sat here in my jeans, look, I've got even notes that I wanted to talk about. We've got our wine. I hope you have your wine. Look, I even have my shoes. Because I need to wear heels tomorrow. And I have gold heels. I know, it's terribly exciting. But if I don't practice in them, then by the time I step on a stage tomorrow, I just fall straight on my arse, which actually, you know, is no problem. But I have to practice now being a grown-up. Or at least acting like people. Do people really wear heels all the time? I don't know. So, where are we at? I thought we'd have a little check-in with Katie's Arms to see how we're all doing. Because, oh, hello, it's only noon here in California. Well, I hope you're drinking anyway. Hello, California. And I think, congratulations, fingers crossed, on Kevin Kiley, who's the congressman running at Sacramento way that I was campaigning with. And I think he may have scored his seat. But anyway, this is a fishbowl of wine. Yes, I know. See, it makes it even worse when it's there, because then my head is so little. It is a really large bowl of wine. But I think it just helps take the edge off the day, doesn't it? And that's really what I wanted to talk about tonight. Was yes, I know, Katie's Arms glass is great. Is it just me, or is this actually getting a little bit testing now in the UK? And I know you can say, Katie, you've only just arrived back and you were away for 2 months, and I was, but maybe it's just me. And you can all say as well, I've been here for all of the frickin' summer into the autumn, Katie, and it rained like shit all the time that you were gone, which is pretty much what my husband says. But it might just be me, or maybe it's you. But it's a bit shit here in the UK. And I say that like, I totally love this country. I totally love British people. I totally want everyone to be fine. I would never put the country down, like in a real way, like never put British people down. I always speak us up when I'm on the road. Like, and I would always say that Brits are the best in terms of being the funniest, and we have the driest and quickest sense of humour, all of that. But is the UK a bit shit right now? Because my sense is that it is. And the reason I say that, oh, I've just heard myself. I don't know if you're watching the woodworking programme. So it used to be Mel and Sue, and I can't work out which one's the lesbian. Sue. So Mel, my son, thinks I'm like Mel. And sometimes I see that. Except I'm not on mainstream media anymore. Yes. But I got distracted. I think it might be actually a bit shit in the UK. We're going to hell in a handcart. Yes. No, Katie, we're just fucked. Yes, exactly. I sort of feel like that. There's two levels. Firstly, I'm a sunshine person. I'm not bothered if it's 50 degrees. I love it. It can be, you know, it could be in Israel and it'd be 50 degrees and it's just about warm enough for me. It's why I love Mexico, apart from the people and drug cartels and all the rest of it, whom I just think are fabulous. I just love the sunshine. And the truth of it is, a bit shit, yes. You see, you can't say that in America, because on the kind of network that I operate in, you're not supposed to ever swear. And that's really tough for me, because I swear like a sailor. But like for the kind of Christian Republican element, you're not supposed to ever swear. You're not even supposed to say the word bitch, which, given that I was known as the biggest bitch in Britain, I'm not even supposed to say that, even though it's me that was the one that should be offended. Anyway, I think it genuinely is a bit shit. it's fucked. That's why the aliens don't visit us. You see, I think that's a theory that needs to be looked into. I think aliens, seriously, at this moment, bearing in mind I love this country and signed up to fight for it for 35 years. No, I didn't serve all of those, you cheeky bastards. I think aliens, seriously, would look at the UK at the moment and just think, you know, fuck that for a game of marbles. Honestly, they'd be like, that's so similar to my Joey Deacon thing, isn't it? Maybe that's the way I cover up for my Joey Deacon, is because I'm talking about aliens. So that's aliens, Joey Deacon. So I think aliens are up there in their spaceships, and I totally believe there is a bunch of other life out there, probably very, you know, I hope very ugly. So that one day if I do end up on some other planet, I just end up being gorgeous. Because that's how it is, isn't it? Some countries you can arrive in, like France or Paris, and you realise every woman there is beautiful. Same in Israel. If there was a country where, like Eastern Europe, where most people, no, not the hotties, but in the really difficult, like Chechnya, where everybody's just ugly and eating cabbages. Anyway, I think aliens are up there, and they're just looking at us thinking, fuck that, you know? Look, she's drunk, I guess. Nope, haven't even started. Nope, this is just how my mind is. Always was. I think they just think, fuck that, we're not going there. Because A, we mess with the time, don't we? Who does that? Who decides, I know what we'll do now, we'll just fuck about with the time and we'll change the time. So today it's 9 a.m. and tomorrow 9 a.m. will be 10 a.m. Who says that? Who came up with that and why? I mean, I know why. Agricultural England, more time for the farmers. But apart from my own daughter and most of my family, who farms these days? Most people are selling their land to bloody bastard greenies to have environmental electricity generated off huge, endless fields of solar panels, which are vile and polluting. But we don't need to be pissing around with the time anymore. I hate that whole thing of when you go to bed, it's this time. But when you wake up, it's this time. And your clocks will change automatically. No. Your phone might. And if you're one of these twats with a Apple phone, who has those? I'm monitoring my heartbeat. Oh yeah. Oh look, I can see how many periods of deep sleep, REM sleep I had. Oh right, yeah. Just look at my watch. Oh yeah, I ran this far for this much at this heartbeat. KFC. Oh yeah, but you know, this was my self-obsessed pricks. So you might have a digital watch and it change itself. But if you're me and you have a clock by your bed, it's an hour out. The clock in my car, an hour out. The clock on my cooker, an hour out. And is anyone going to change that? No, I'm not. Because some bastard will change the time back again. Plus, now it's perpetually dark. I'm totally having a rant. I don't even care. It's Thursday. And if you don't like it, just piss off. Wait one. Oh, and I've got some gossip for you. Look at I've got my socks on with my heels as well. Hold on. I really want to show you my socks and heels because it's the worst look you've ever seen. Hold on. Wait one. Ooh. See, look. See, it's not that attractive. Anybody that's like, oh, hot. No, socks and a heel. Round the house. Bending over the washing machine. Anyone else can offity piss. If you can't read that because it's back to front, I don't know. Offity piss if you don't like what I'm doing. I'm a self-obsessed twat. No, I bought a digital watch for my husband. It's fine. I'm just saying. All of these people that are like, oh, you know. So, messing around with the time does my tits in. And now it is perpetually black. When I wake up, it's black out. And when I'm trying to do like a dog walk at like 3 p.m. and already you can't see. It's just black. So there's this tiny, for Californians out there, you can't understand this. We'd rather see your spaniel's ear. That's odd because you've gone singular. I mean, I'm with you on the descriptive terms, but you've got to at least put plural. I haven't had some sort of hideous motorbike accident where one of my ears has been ripped off. There's 2 of them. It's why I can clap when I walk. So, off of that subject. So it's now, so if you live in California, understand that if you're here in the UK, it's perpetually black. We're effectively reduced to being a nation of moles where we have to just navigate. It's why my nose, look how big it is. It's why my nose has evolved to be this big. Because, oh, that's weird. Someone said about ABBA. I need to tell you about ABBA and me. Not that ABBA know about me. My nose is so big because I think we live in perpetual darkness. And the only way British people can currently navigate their way around an Aldi, for example, is by smell. Because you can't see shit. To navigate my way around the fields in the morning with the dogs, so it's stressful. All I'm saying is, perhaps I have got, what is it called? SAD, sunlight, something, disorder. Either way, I've got a deficit of sunlight in my life and it's definitely affecting me, and definitely living in perpetual darkness is not good for us. And can we stop pissing around with the time? Time is supposed to be a continuum. Time is supposed to tick along nicely in a constant fashion, reassuring us that life is with us but death is inching ever closer, second by second. You start leaping around with the time. None of us know anything anymore. It's very discombobulating. Okay, so I stop moaning about that. Seasonal affective disorder. You see, this is why the audience, this is why Katie's Arms, brilliant people. Yeah, if only you were running the country. I know, wouldn't it be marvellous? We'd have this shit. DeSantis running America, me running the UK, boom. All sorted in about 2.3 minutes. The midterms, yes, very disappointing for me in the sense that House and Senate didn't both go our way. The Senate maybe, I mean, we still don't know what happens, but there's some perversity, like Fetterman, who can no longer speak, and I'm very sorry that he had a stroke, but if you're electing someone who can no longer function cognitively, that just shows you'll vote for Democrats no matter what. You'll vote for Democrats, even if Democrats said they were going to come and piss on your head, you'll still vote for them because you're obsessed. You'll vote for a guy who's no longer really with us and didn't declare his stroke when he was running. You'll still vote Democrat because that's all you're ever going to do. And that strikes me as bonkers. And I also think it's just horrid to watch the British media. And the British media deliberately, like, so when they have the Fetterman wins in Pennsylvania, and I can hear the edit. So they've made him sound like he's actually capable of speaking because they've edited a single sentence with an audience applause. But that's not how it was in real life. That's how desperate the British media are to make it look like Trump and the Republicans are failing. Whereas actually you have taken back the House, and I don't know about the Senate. And I'm kind of pissed off about a few other people as well. But there we are. What did I want to say? So having returned to the UK, I turned on Strictly Come Dancing. Because I have this theory that because it's so shit here, an alien life would never land here because they'd be like, it's just basically a lot of pale people walking around in the mud, looking pissed off with each other and not saying hello. People are sort of watching programmes to distract themselves from the fact that outside their front door, this country is a really friggin' trying place. So they're watching like I'm a Celeb or Strictly, not because it's like a choice, not because they want to watch it, but because it's like better than going outside your front door and looking outside and going, oh shit, I live in this country and it's run by absolute retards, which you're not allowed to say anymore. So I think that's what people are doing with TV, right? But who do I like on Strictly? Well, I hadn't watched it because I've been away. So I watched it and I was kind of shocked because no one on Strictly anymore, and you can say I'm an old fart, no one is just a super pretty cute girl in a little dress looking cute and dancing about. And no one's like a hottie boom boom guy dancing in a powerful way looking great. Or maybe I missed them, did I? I don't think I did. I just didn't. There was like a very, what's the correct word for little? Oh yes, Kim Marsh. Loved her, love her. I love the way she is. I love that she's so sweet. So she's fab. So I totally take that back. But everybody else seems to be there just for the box. So like, when I was on whatever, Apprentice, right? They needed one fat one short one British one someone else one annoying one kind one stupid, 15 stupid ones, whatever, right? So boxes. But those boxes now strictly seem to be like one missing this bit of body, one that is, what do they call, little people, one that is a very large but of a different, but has long hair, but it's but it's just a whole bunch of weird boxes. So like, I don't know where the little just nice looking one went. And that's what I really thought. And then there was this moment, and I found it very awkward, which I'm assuming no one could talk about, is that the little person, when she was when I say performing, I feel like when she was being used in the routine, was just being kind of tossed about. And I thought that had now been like outlawed. Like I remember back in the day there was like stag do's, right? And there used to be, I've been in groups where there would be little people and they'd be paid and it was all agreed and it wasn't done in a bad fashion. But you would toss little people about for fun and everybody would enjoy it. And now, when I watch Strictly, they were tossing the little person about again, like they used to in Wolf of Wall Street. And I thought that had stopped being okay, but now they have her on a show because that's a correct thing to do, but they were still then doing the tossing about thing, which I know is not the right thing to do. And then there's this very, very, very large gentleman, a black guy, with long hair, but he's like super, super duper chunky wonky to the point where his trousers he's got that weird thing where your penis is supposed to be, but there's just like a lot of stuff. Like in this area, there's like this stuff here. So you can't see any, not that I'm specifically looking for people's penises in a tight trouser on Strictly, but that was a lot of the fun of the thing, wasn't it? And so now he's got this big, sort of that gunt thing that then is on top of the penis. So all I'm saying is I find that distracting as well. But I think an apron, yeah, so no one's really talking about that. What I'm noticing is that the things I would observe, like when I had my Daily Mail column, would be all those things. Like I thought that little people tossing was off, and I didn't think that penises with an apron were, and the judges are all like, oh my God, yeah, that was just, oh my God, that was just so hot because you were, and I'm like, no, he's got like a gunt on his winky. But they're like, oh yeah, 10. And it's so obvious that they're trying to just, it's very important for Strictly that they keep the black guy in. I bloody love a black guy. This isn't a racist thing. This is just like, it's so obvious they need to keep him in so Strictly doesn't get accused of being racist. But I don't think it would be about racism. I think it would just be that having a gunt on top of your penis isn't such a great thing. I know, no one can say it, right? Yeah. You noticed his weird penis. Of course. First thing I saw when I turned it on. What else aren't people saying? You see, everybody knows. Imagine Carrie with Boris's gunt. I thought about that as well. Any of those children, they only came from behind. So that's all I'm saying. And I suppose all I'm really saying about that is I do wish Strictly could just go back to being bloody brilliant dancers. I don't care if they used to be a dancer before they came on the show and dance some more. Just be great and just wear lots of tulle. Like if it was me, and should I ever be given a chance to go on there, which of course can't possibly happen because I'd say a thing about, dwarf tossing, and that's not okay. But I would just wear a lot of tulle. Just tulle and try and dance and then piss off when you're shit enough that you shouldn't be there anymore. Or stay in. So they had that guy, don't they, that stayed in, which I think is brilliant. Just pissing all the Karens off that think it should be about the dancing. And he's just like there twatting around. But because he used to be Arsenal, all the football lads are like, yeah, keep him in. So please do vote for whoever he is, because I think he's marvellous. Right, shall we move on to something much more sensible? Someone mentioned... Everyone's laughing. This is why, you see, people think I'm drunk. I'm not. This is just what I like. And if you're coming to see me tomorrow night, we won't talk about it too much because it will be brilliant and it's sold out. But I very much look forward to seeing you, and thank you. And the plan is we go into next year. So December, I'm going to try and just do kind of Christmas stuff here. Going to take the whole family to London. And whoever said, Tony Adams, thank you so much. Whoever said they were going to try and do ABBA, I am going to take the girls, because I have 2 teenage girls now. Can I just point out this isn't my... Can you hear this? Can you hear that? That. Oh, does my video keep cutting out? It's the Wi-Fi. It's shit here. Don't ask me. That isn't my hips. Just to say, the stool I'm on. I'm going to see ABBA with the girls on a date in December that I'll have to find. So if you're going to see ABBA, you know, the whatever it is, on the dance floor, I will see you there. And I'm specifically looking for a sequined... Has to be a jumpsuit with a flare, doesn't it? And I will see you there on the dance floor, and I'm going to try my very best to just totally humiliate both my daughters. And what my intention is to make them my carers for the night. So my plan is to get utterly shit-faced, to be inappropriate with as many people as I can in a way that's utterly humiliating to my daughters, and then slump across their shoulders, scrawny little shoulders, and then have to drag me home with my feet dragging behind me like that dog attached to the disability scooter that the lady was taking for a drag the other day. That's what I want to be like when I return home from ABBA. So it'd be great if some of you were there, because... Oh, Matt Hancock is in the jungle. I heard. And what I love about that is he knows he's the most hated man, right? He knows, so he's doing the pantomime villain role. He knows he's going in there loathed everybody, because allegedly he's to blame for everybody being dead, which frankly, given the fact he released the sick people into the nursing homes and killed our elderly, I totally get. But all I mean is, at least he's bloody gone in there. I mean, he's made a complete rat's arse of his life. He bollocksed up his family. Who hasn't? And at least he's having I mean, if he's having a midlife crisis, do it big. You know, do it there. Get your knob out on I'm a Celebrity. And all of these other people are like, oh, why is he here? Oh, Boy George, I'm going to cry. Oh, if he came in and if it killed my mum, I would have left. Oh, yeah, you're so principled. Yeah, because you really... Oh, you haven't left yet, have you? No. Yeah, really. Everyone of their principles, bloody off to Qatar, Beckham. Oh, yeah, I would have left. I would have. Yeah, oh, piss off. Stephen Fry quitting Twitter. Piss off. All of these people who think that their thing matters. They don't matter. So in a way... Good on Hat. He was offered the money. He took it. I think he's just done SAS Who Dares or Celebrity Who Dares, which I really want to do. And I say kind of bollocks to it, really. He's an utter wanker about COVID, but so was friggin' Rishi Sunak, the twatting. Have you seen Rishi Sunak's trousers? Have you? You found the pink jumper. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. And bought it. We've got to save our pennies, haven't we? Yes, I'm proud of everybody that found the jumper. I think it was called Pink... What was it called? Black Colour. Which is a fucking stupid name, isn't it? Sorry for swearing. It's a very silly name. Yes. Right. So I promised to end on time this evening, because last week I think I banged on for another 40 minutes. I got going about childbirth and there was no stopping me. I just wanted to say, finally, David Walliams being completely buggered over by some twat from the production team at Britain's Got Talent who's leaked audio of him calling some of the contestants a C-U-N-T word, a word I don't actually use. And I have to say, I couldn't give a shit what David Walliams says about people when he thinks he's not being recorded and his audio should realistically be off but is still recording because that's how the audio works. And it's whomever leaked that that's the real bastard in this. And I'm sure if you were subjected to being recorded all day at Britain's Got Talent with some of the idiots that you're forced to endure, you'd have a C word or two to say in private to your mates to pass the time of day. And actually, if somebody had a recording device on you or someone else or me all day and released it, do you think we'd sound like good eggs? No. With your mates on the phone or your mum or me like this with you, do you think we'd sound like nice people? No. I would sound like an arch villain. I would sound like an utter bastard, which people expect, so that's fine. But this idea that somehow David Walliams should be at all times watching his language whilst he thought that was private audio, is bonkers. And I believe strongly that that's a conceit. It's a concerted effort by some sort of lobbying group to cancel David Walliams. And I can't remember what it was that he was supposed to have done so wrong. I think he may have offended the trans mafia. But I believe this is part of punishing someone who's seen as being on the wrong side of something, right? Just in the same way that Just Stop Oil twats, you may be at home like fuming about those guys, like, oh my God, they're so annoying. Just Stop Oil happening at the same time as the climate change bullshit in Egypt, and then being able to climb shit, and then being able to take a bucket full. I'm so sorry. Wi-Fi here is shocking. I apologise. If you think the Just Stop Oil dickheads are doing this alone, like it's just some students and activists being coordinated, you are off. You need to go and take your head for a wobble. This is highly choreographed, well-funded, strategic media play to work in concert with Climate Change Conference and the art gallery shit and the gantry shit, and make it every news bulletin is about Just Stop Oil, make it an hourly thing. There is intense funding behind that. And any idea that, oh, the police tried to stop a woman from climbing, the gantry. Not a bit of it, because if they wanted to stop it, they could. They choose not to, someone's funding it. Anyway, that's my little rant about that. Just Stop Oil is paid for by, yes, exactly. Anyway, my loves, what time is it? It's 27 minutes past, and I promised I would finish on time, so I will. If I'm going to see you on the road tomorrow, I will, and I'll be wearing my heels, but I think I might leave the stripy socks at home. And then I will be working with lovely Mark to sort out speakeasies across the UK for next year. Peter Kay can have the O2, and I will be in your local pub or club or bar or home or shop to do speakeasies for everybody. If you want to host a speakeasy, landlord at katyhopkins.co.uk. Landlord at katyhopkins.com. Sorry. You can sign up as well, just with your email, and then we just keep in touch with what we're up to. Landlord at katyhopkins.com. And otherwise, I'll see you on the road. And if you're in America and you happened to be in Nashville or Tennessee, I'm planning to bust on back into the States again via any means, fair or foul, and I'll be there in January. So on the road in the UK 2023, and in Tennessee in January 23, and an ABBA concert. I will definitely get the dates of that to you guys. If you can be there, I will see you on the dance floor. I'll be the one slumped across two teenage daughters probably being reported to social services, which, as you'll appreciate with my life, has happened quite a number of times before. So thank you very much for joining me a night early, and I'm sorry I won't be with you tomorrow night, and I will be with you next week at the usual time, Friday night at 8 o'clock here at the Katie's Arms. And please do drink and be merry, and remember, you just have to keep going. That's the motto when you feel like the UK really is so shit you can't go on. Remember, you have to, because I told you, and if you don't, I will come and find you, because I have a special set of skills. I will hunt you down, and I will find you, and I will make you regret killing yourself. I'm not sure how I wanted to end this. Okay,